Let's talk about the 4 levels of mens rea for criminal liability, from the lowest to the highest. And so the lowest would be criminal negligence. And criminal negligence, as indicated by the graphic here, is this person obviously hit someone with his car. Okay? And he's saying, I should have been watching the road instead of talking on my cell phone and using my GPS. I'm reading from the graphic. And so, as you can see, it's more than just straight negligence. By that I mean civil negligence. You can be negligent on a civil level. You might get sued and you might have to pay money, but you're not going to go to jail and you're not going to get a criminal conviction out of a civil level of negligence. Like, let's say this person was just driving down the road and someone pulled out in front of him and he should have been driving more slowly, so he didn't sufficiently control his car and he hits the back of the car in front of him. They have a car accident, there's damage, typically civil negligence. Okay? But we're talking about criminal negligence now, so let's ratchet the behavior up. Okay? Let's talk about worse behavior. And so when we talk about negligence and with the graphic here at a criminal level, that's why we have I should have been watching the road instead of talking on my cell phone and using my GPS. So this person is supposed to represent someone who is quite negligent, highly negligent, to the point where criminal charges could result. And as you can determine from the graphic, so while he was doing these things, he hit someone and killed them. All right? Now let's move it up. Recklessness. So recklessness is worse than criminal negligence. Okay? Down at the bottom, we have civil negligence, then we have criminal negligence. Now we're moving up to recklessness, what would have been called constructive intent under the common law. So recklessness is maybe if I hadn't been going 20 miles per hour over the speed limit, I would have seen the stop sign. So the idea here is that the person is acting in a reckless manner, in a manner as though he doesn't really seem to care what happens. Okay? He's 20 miles over the speed limit where there are pedestrians around, obviously, because he hit someone, and he blew a stop sign too. And he hit someone. So that's a higher level of criminal behavior or misbehavior, you might say, than criminal negligence. Now let's take it up another step. Knowing. She needed to be taught a lesson for roaming carelessly in the street. If it cost her her life, then so be it. Obviously, this is much worse than what we've just described. In this case, this defendant saw the person in the street and knew that he was going to hit her and went ahead and did it anyway. He knew it was going to happen, didn't care, went ahead and did it. Okay? That's knowing, and it's worse, as you can infer, I'm sure, than recklessness. And finally, we get to purposeful or intentional. This is the highest level of mens rea, the most blameworthy level of mens rea. And so here it says, I'm glad I killed her the first time so I didn't have to go back and finish the job. As you can see, this is an extremely high level of criminality. And here, if he would have wounded the person the first time, he would have come back again and run her over again. So I really like this graphic. I think it does a fantastic job of demonstrating the 4 levels of mens rea or criminal intent under modern law.